This series is really, really nice. We got one more. We're not done yet. This one right here is not from the same series. It's a different one. It is called the Shadow Black series. They're calling it the Tuna Sword. Oh, it's a big boy. Oh, I'm about to feel like a ninja right now. Guga Power Ranger. You know what? I have another one. Check it out. And look, it's from the same series as before. It's a showstopper. You want to impress your friends? Get one of these. That is my first impression with all of these knives. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. On today's video, we're going to be reacting to the most expensive Wagyu in Japan. If you didn't know, there are several different varieties of Wagyu. One of them being Kobe beef, which is the most expensive. That's what today's video is all about. So enough talking and let's begin. Oh yes, baby. See, in Japan, every time you go to any supermarket, they give you beef Wagyu talo for free, and that's literally what it is, Wagyu talo. So what that is literally mashed potato that has been compact. Then obviously we have some carrots and some lotus root. Immediately both go in. These steaks are not that thick, so they should cook quite quickly. So that is what I like to call a Japanese Wagyu A5 filet mignon. It is the most tender part of the cow, and at the same time, I call that steak the god of steaks for a reason. It is literally the best cut of meat. Notice that he was constantly basting the steak with the Wagyu fat itself. That is a very good technique that I highly recommend doing it. But if you don't have Wagyu fat, always baste it with butter. It's good. He's using a grinder to get nice fine salt grains. Here I like to use more kosher salt because we pour it by hand. But grinding your own salt also allows you to measure the amount being poured. But it's also very fine particles. And that is good because it's gonna allow the salt to penetrate fast into the meat, which is what you want. Wow, got a nice crust already. So the filet mignon got a nice crust quite quickly. Now that one would be a rump steak. Now I want you to notice that the rump steak has more marbling, but at the same time, it does not compete with the tenderness of a filet mignon. You see, the rump steak is behind the cow, where it does a lot of work. And the filet mignon is like on the back near the spine. It does almost no work at all, and that's one of the reasons why it's so tender. That looks gorgeous. Searing all sides, very nice. You see, now that he's seared, he's going to put it on the side because if he starts cutting that immediately, it will be completely raw. With thin steaks like that, as soon as you get a sear, remember it's still cooking. Just because you took it off the heat, it does not mean that it's completely stopped. Heat will still penetrate through. So letting it rest on the side will get that cooked a little bit more, trying to reach medium rare. Oh, he's saving that Wagyu fat. What a smart guy. Yes, don't let that goodness go to waste. Have you ever tried lotus root before? If you haven't, lotus root has a mild sweet flavor and it tastes quite like water chestnut. It is an edible stem that, depending on how you cook it, will have a crispy and crunchy texture. A lot of people will categorize it as a chewy potato. It's good. So how this restaurant is completely empty? There's not one person inside. Is that a good sign or a bad sign that this is a good restaurant? I know, because all the restaurants I've been in Japan was pretty packed, everybody. And I did go on one that does just like this. That will come out real soon. Mashed potato, crispy. Nice color on the carrots. Lotus root looks good. Broccoli there. That's one of the things that I've seen quite a lot being done in Japan. There's a lot of whiskey and they put it right on the top and let it steam and get that flavor, but they only use it in the end. Because if you use it in the beginning, you soak that thing up and you don't flambe and let the alcohol burn, it just doesn't taste good, everybody. Trust me on that one. Mountain of steak. Let's go. season it once again. Oh, brought you a salad so that you don't get upset, everybody, because it doesn't look like a lot of food. That's one of the things with these restaurants, you know what I mean? Because I like to eat quite a bit, everybody, can you tell? And when I went to the restaurant, I literally left hungry, okay? They don't serve you a lot of food. And the problem is because it's a show right in front of you, if you don't order enough, by the time they're done and you want to eat more, it's going to take another hour and a half for them to cook it in front of you. Let's see the middle. Ah, nice medium rare. So you see, they always do that in the end. Every restaurant I went to. That right there is one of the most delicious things to eat with a steak. It's garlic chips. But I'll tell you one thing, those garlics are giants. Wow, perfect slice, perfect sizes. Oh, I'm salivating, everybody. That looks amazing. Ooh. Oh yes, Papa.
What's your coffee?
Oh wow. A little bit of extra salt. Broccoli. Oh, he really enjoyed it. The whole amount of horseradish? And a drink of beer. Let's go. So total was 16,000 yen. So that was about $112 or $100 meal for two people. There's no way in the world that you will find anything close to that here in the United States. So you have an idea. Each one of those God-of steaks would cost about $250 each. The rump steak is a little bit cheaper, but at the same time is larger. So it will cost about $150. That is retail price. That is not the restaurant price. Now, anytime you're gonna go eat in any restaurant, you know they gotta make a profit. You must at least, for any restaurant, double it. Then include tip, everything else. We're talking about a $2,000 minimum. But if you go to South Bay, he will charge you $2,500 per steak. South Bay. Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing, if you are ever in Japan, that is an amazing experience. I tried it. Just my advice to you is order extra. It is not expensive there. Here it is. Because that's not enough, everybody. Trust me. There's no appetizer. There's anything like that. It's straight up what you order. And it is delicious. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I hope you enjoy it. If you did, hit that thumbs up. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. On today's video, we are doing a food challenge on a mega yacht. But there's only one problem, Max. I can't afford this.
Neither can I, but I'm just happy to be you guys.
So am I. Here we go. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go!
Welcome to Romeo Foxtrot, a 116-foot Hargrave super yacht that goes for $20 million.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Before we get started, come on in. Let me show you around.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Wow.
Welcome aboard, gentlemen.
This is a huge boat, man.
Welcome to the main salon.
Wow.
This is way nicer than my house.
Mine too.
This is your dining table here in your main salon, and this leads right to your professional kitchen galley.
I mean, this is the real deal right here.
Real deal, Max. It's not from IKEA.
No.
Here is your galley kitchen.
Wow. It's where we belong, Max.
Yes.
And this is your master bedroom.
Wow.
Guga, I like it. I like it a lot.
Follow me down here, gentlemen. And here you have your VIP bedroom.
We can bring people in, Max.
Yeah. We don't have any friends though. It's just me and you, so
That's true. Yeah,
we'll share the whole thing.
Whatever.
But wait, there's another one. And another one. Come upstairs, gentlemen. I'll show you the rest.
Wow, there's more.
It just never ends.
And here we have your Sky Lounge.
I think this might be my favorite spot right now.
And here you have the entertainment space of a lifetime.
Yeah, they call that Lazy Susan. You know why? Because Susan is always lazy. Oh, that's a cheesy joke. Oh, wow.
Whoa!
Welcome to your oasis.
Wow. Now this is my favorite spot of the boat.
What? Is that an infinity pool jacuzzi?
Max, you can stay downstairs. I'll stay up here.
No.
Are you kidding
I'm
me?
hopping in.
This is sick. It makes me wonder, what exactly are we doing here, Max?
I have no idea. I'm just soaking it in for now.
Logan, why are we here?
Come, let me show you why. Here's how this is going to work. You guys are going to make me some excellent food. In front of you, there are 5 proteins. We have a Japanese Wagyu A5, 1 Iberico pork belly, a huge Wagyu tomahawk, some shrimp because I love it,
Who likes shrimp? What a weirdo.
and 1 Polish sausage.
Yeah, I don't want that.
I like the Wagyu.
Pick a number between 1 and 5, and that will be your protein.
I'll go right in the middle. We'll go with 3.
3. Okay, I'll pick 2.
Max, you've gotten the Wagyu tomahawk.
Let's go! Let's go. You're so done.
I'm gonna get the shrimp.
You're so done. It's
Okay.
over already.
What's mine?
Guga, you have the pork belly.
Well, you know, it's not that bad. You got the steak,
It's Iberico though, and you're Guga.
but you got a Wagyu tomahawk. Damn.
Oh, we're not done yet. In front of you, we have rice, noodles, pasta, potatoes, and bread. The choice is yours for your side.
Well, I'll pick this one here, Max. I'll pick first because you picked last.
Okay, I got an idea. Should work.
So what are we competing for?
Guga, Max. This is a $20 million super yacht, chartering for $125,000 a week. But whoever wins this challenge gets to keep it for the weekend for free.
Oh, it's on!
Wait, can I bring my crew with me?
You can bring whoever you want.
Yeah!
And bring more of these starchy sides too.
Let's go! Oh, Max, I like you, but I don't like you that much.
I'm bringing my whole family here. Sophia, Kyle, the whole crew's coming. You're not invited though. When I win this,
I was gonna invite you, but now,
you just said you were
forget
gonna.
you, my bro!
Hold on, gentlemen. There's more. Whoever loses this challenge is getting thrown overboard and has to swim back.
Do you know how to swim?
No.
Now that you've seen what's at stake, you have 1 hour to cook me a dish. Your time starts now.
Okay, this is a massive steak. I need to get it in the oven ASAP. We'll hit it with some salt and black pepper. We'll get her on a rack, into the oven, hot and fast. Usually we go low and slow, but we're on a time crunch.
This is a very special pork belly. What you're looking for the most with a pork belly is that you want to get a lot of meat because automatically it already has a lot of fat. In order to cook nice and fast, I'm going to go ahead and slice it in small pieces. Now I'm going to season them very light with just a little bit of salt. As I'm cooking the pork belly, I want to do a quick glaze so that I introduce even more flavor. So into a bowl, I throw in some sushi rice vinegar, oyster sauce, soy sauce, hoisin sauce, and sesame oil. And of course, a little bit of MSG. Now mix it really good, and my glaze is done.
Okay, the key to a great steak is a great sauce. So we're gonna whip together a quick red chimichurri. We want this nice and fine. We'll add in our shallots. Next, we'll add in some roasted red peppers, and we'll also finely chop these up. Guga, how much time we got?
30 minutes.
Oh my God, we gotta go. Gonna go check on that steak. Whoa! Wait, 465? What? This is Guga. You did not change the. I gotta flip it. All right, we're still good. Red peppers in. Grab this garlic here. Garlic in. Beautiful fresh parsley in. We're gonna kick it up a notch with some Korean chili flakes. Get it nicely seasoned with salt, bit of black pepper in there, and we'll finish with some red wine vinegar and just a bit of oil. Now we'll give this a nice mix, and our chimichurri sauce is done.
Now the key of getting a nice pork belly is to cook it super nice and slow, okay? That way we're gonna render this fat properly, get a nice caramelization, and cook it all the way through.
Smelling pretty good, Guga.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah. Hey, sorry about your steak. I was messing with you, you know what I mean?
Speaking of, Guga, I do not trust you around my oven.
Guys, I'm getting hungry, but come with me. I got one more thing for you guys to do. In front of us is some of my favorite things to eat. You must add at least one of these items to each of your dishes. We have pecorino romano, Parmesan cheese, straight from Italy, guanciale, black truffle, foie gras, 2 types of caviar, and prosciutto.
Dude, are you Italian or something?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that makes sense. Everything is Italian. Max, what do you want to pick?
Guga, you know I love my cheese wheels. I'm going with this.
I'm gonna go, just for garnish, since you like expensive taste, caviar. I've never added caviar to my noodles, but that's what he likes. That's what he likes. We'll figure that out. But I got a nice, beautiful golden brown color on this pork belly. This is my burger press, but it's also a meat press, everybody. Especially for pork belly, you want to have total contact, you know? That way we're going to get that nice golden brown color that we were looking for.
Parmesan should be perfect for the sandwich. Speaking of, let's get started on the bread. They're twins. I want to make a massive sandwich, so I'm actually going to slice it first.
Got my pork belly. Oh, nice and golden brown, everybody. That's what you want, you know? Don't burn the pork belly. Nice and slow is the way to go.
Guga, you can actually use your pan there.
Yeah.
We have that beautiful rendered pork fat. That is golden brown perfection. I think our steak should be just about done. All it needs now is a crust.
You know, meat against pork, it's like, if you lose this one, you suck, Max.
I actually agree with that. Okay, I'll just quickly take some thin slices, lay down some cheese on the crispy bread, and now we're ready to sear.
Got my water ready to go for my noodles. I'm gonna throw my noodles right in there, let that cook.
We'll start by toasting up the cheese, and now my favorite part. Let's do this. And that is the color we're looking for.
My noodle is fully cooked. Now for the sauce, I'm gonna do something super simple. This is Spitty Pitty sauce. I made an entire video about it, everybody. It is one of the greatest sauce I've ever experienced. After going to Portugal, man, I got addicted to this thing. And I'm gonna make this noodle fantastic. First, I'm gonna put this on a bowl. I mean, check out the consistency. Now I'm gonna grab the noodles, put it on a wok, toss them together. Now we plate.
Guga, have you ever seen a perfect crust before?
Wow, that looks beautiful, but you got 3 minutes. I got all my stuff done.
3 minutes?
I'm gonna plate. Now I'm gonna throw my pork belly in there together with a little bit of the glaze. Mix that up to give it even more additional flavor.
Get this right off the bone, and we'll take our slices. And we'll get a few more nice thick slices for our steak. My dirty secret is that actually Guga taught me how to do this. And now we assemble. Layer one. Layers of that beautiful tomahawk. What do we got, like 1 minute left? We're gonna hit it with the chimichurri. We'll throw on the top, and my tomahawk Wagyu sandwich is done.
Now I'm gonna plate. First, I'll set down my noodles, followed by a little bit of piri piri sauce, a tiny bit of scallions, a few sesame seeds, and a generous amount of that pork belly. I cannot forget about the caviar. Now that is worth 20 million bucks. Ready?
Let's do it.
It's out of our hands now.
Yeah.
Let's go. Here we go, guys. I hope you enjoy it.
Sophia, I know you got my back.
You know what to do, yeah? We're going on vacation.
Wow, this one looks really, really good.
Look at this though. I mean, medium rare steak.
I'll tell you, they both definitely understood the assignment. I say we start with the pork first.
Here, I'll do the honors, yeah? Here, let me help you out.
Is that pasta
Thank you.
overcooked?
You can tell that by looking.
Yeah, I mean, it's falling apart.
You know, some dishes are beautiful. This is gorgeous. And I'm very excited to try.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Do you guys have any water by any chance?
You get a little bit of sweetness from that pork belly. It's still rich and fatty and juicy. The noodles are not overcooked, by the way. Nice richness from the caviar, too. This is really good.
It's just overpowering. The pork belly is very, rich, and the noodles are very rich, and everything is just too rich.
But then the pork belly comes in and it has a nice sweetness that perfectly balances the flavors. Sophie, I don't think you're enjoying your dish. So if you want, you can just pass it over here and I'll finish it off.
Yeah, oh, please, yes. Do you want some?
No, I'll take it.
Enough, both of you. Let's get to the next dish.
Let me serve you today's most elite dish. Actually, sir, let me give you the bone.
That's cheating.
Leo, you're gonna absolutely love this. I know you've been eating a lot of Guga steaks, but this is how you cook a real Wagyu.
Guys, look at those layers. We got that cheese straight from Italy. It says it on there too.
All right, I think that's enough talk. It's time to dig in.
Ugh. What was that, Wagyu?
Wow.
I mean, I went from a nice, elegant dish that I got to eat chopsticks with, and now I got a fatty, oily sandwich.
This definitely is a napkin meal.
I mean, but that sauce is so zesty. It adds such a nice flavor with the richness of the meat. I mean, this is just the perfect bite.
perfect. I don't know about that. This sandwich is okay, but that first dish was so dynamic, so flavorful, and so different. That'd be my winner if I was picking.
I don't know. I mean, steak is pretty hard to beat. This is Wagyu compared to pork belly and pasta.
I think the steak takes it.
Woo! Let's go!
No! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Logan, Sophia, Guga, hey, Guga.
You know what? You won fair and square, Max, but man, that's...
Walk the plank.
Ah!
Max, I'm gonna catch you next time!
See you back home, Guga.
On today's video, I'm gonna share So we decided to go ahead and have some lunch. So we are currently in Alberobello in Italy. This location is well known for their special houses. It is beautiful. It's a sight to see. The rooftops of the houses are crazy, everybody. I've never seen anything like it. We got a little hungry. We found this restaurant. It looks pretty interesting because all of the other restaurants, they were actually closing up shop. But I got lucky because when I took a look at the menu, they had some Wagyu here. I had no idea. So I went ahead and ordered a Wagyu. I also ordered a lobster pasta. My wife ordered the orecchiette with turnips. It's gonna be a green pasta.
Let's see.
We got a lobster pasta right here. I will say that this pasta looks incredible. So we're gonna give this a go. Cheers. Spaghetti is cooked al dente, which I like. Little pieces of shrimp right here. Definitely gonna get inside of that lobster. Check that out. I'm wondering if they're gonna get really upset if I order Parmesan cheese. Should I order?
No?
My wife said no because they look very serious here. So I don't want to offend any Italian. I thought this was going to be orecchiette. It's just tomatoes. Oh, no, wow. The pasta is not that great, I'll be honest. But this tomato is in a whole nother level. Here, the biggest issue I had with this pasta. Number one, it was lacking seasoning. And maybe the worst one of them all is that the seafood was overcooked. Because the ingredients are so fresh in Italy, the tomatoes made it not that bad. But even though this was okay, as the next thing I decided to order was the Wagyu. And remember what they said it in the menu, an A5 Wagyu. So this thing had to be real good. Oh wow, so the Wagyu has just arrived. I can tell immediately a few things. The mashed potatoes seems to be quite runny, but the Wagyu is right there. It doesn't look like A5. I think I'm getting ripped off in Italy right now. Let's see. No, the fact that they're calling this Wagyu A5 is a disgrace. Okay, so that was not the best restaurant. I will say the location is beautiful, everybody, but it does seem like a tourist trap and they're treating you like one. Number one, that was not a Wagyu steak. It's not even a Wagyu A1, which is the lowest grading there is. Not only was it not fatty enough, it didn't have the flavor, it wasn't tender. They still kept the silver skin and have the silver skin there for you to eat it. But I'll be honest with you, the pasta wasn't great. My wife didn't eat all of her food either. We are still hungry and we gotta look for some more food. On top of that, the bill was 95 euros. But this location is beautiful. That's that restaurant review. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, and sometimes it's shit. Here's something to remember whenever you see Japanese Wagyu A5 on the menu. This is a marketing strategy most restaurants use. A Japanese Wagyu A5 would never look something like this, especially given to you with silver skin, and you can clearly see that it's not as fatty as it's supposed to be. When in Italy, don't order a Japanese steak. Try to get something more traditional, like bistecca florentina, which is what they're known for. However, on my next stop, I was shocked to see certain things. You can see all the meat hanging out completely unrefrigerated. That right there is not a good sign. This man just came out of the restroom and went ahead and started carving meat immediately. I'm quite picky where I have my meat, everybody, and safety is your #1 priority. And if things are not refrigerated, bacteria can grow. It's not a good sign. Zero sanitation. And it's definitely somewhere I would not buy meat at all. This is horrendous. Be aware of these locations, everybody. Meat should always be refrigerated. If not, bacteria can grow quite quickly. So I would definitely not order meat from there. But even though we're talking about meat, Italy is known for pasta. And there's one thing that I was really looking forward to. And you've probably seen this being done many times, which is to cook the pasta inside of a cheese wheel. However, little did I know that this was going to be another tourist trap that I was attracted to. And the first sign was this, them having a lady in front of the restaurant making the pasta fresh for you. This is not a good sign, so definitely keep an eye on for that. But as soon as I walked into this restaurant, I was ready to place an order and see if it was good or bad. So they do have bistecca alla florentina, but I already had that in several different restaurants. I want to try something different and just see how they cook it, if it's going to be different or not. I also ordered the Parmesan pasta where they cook it inside of the Parmesan wheel. I'm excited to try it. So this is bread that they brought over. It reminds me of punch cake. Hopefully it's going to be good. Oh, it's just fried dough, like fried pizza dough, everybody. Not the best. Here's the caprese salad. Seems like they put a generous amount of black pepper on the top over there. We have some fresh tomatoes. These tomatoes look incredible. Nothing crazy. This caprese salad is like whatever. Okay, so she's gonna do it right there. I see. She puts first, and then she flambés it. Now she scrapes it. Now she went inside to bring the pasta, and I think she's going to bring it nice and hot and melt it together with the cheese. Oh, a generous amount of pasta in there. Oh, she's melting everything together, mixing the whole thing, and she goes ahead and places it up. The final product, nice and hot and ready to be tried. Oh yeah, it's good, creamy, kind of soupy. The pasta is freshly made for sure, as I saw them doing it on the front over there. I mean, it's nothing special. It's not like crazy delicious, life-changing, but it's a good one. And here's their take on lasagna. The ragu lasagna, very different than what I'm used to. I can feel the truffle oil. This lasagna is not good. And here we have the tortelloni. Inside there's spinach and ricotta. Oh wow, this is so bad. I don't understand why they put rabbit food inside of the pasta. This was a 0 out of 10. And the steak has arrived, everybody. This one is actually not cooked raw. It's actually medium rare, which I like. However, you can immediately tell that this crust just as I expected. It is not seasoned properly. The crust is not good. It is chewy. Give me a second, I gotta chew.
One eternity later.
If you want to get ripped off, everybody, this is the place for you. What a complete disappointment. Tourist trap. So that is the definition of a tourist trap. There's not one Italian person eating in there, and for good reason, everybody. It's all about that pasta show, making the pasta in the front of the shop so that it can lock you in to think that that's the most authentic way. They charge you an arm and a leg for it. They charge you a cover charge just for you to sit down on the table, to share a table. I didn't film people next to me, and you're not sitting it by yourself. It's actually a community table. There was more people. But not only that, the food is just average. You know, that rabbit food pasta that we order over there is just a complete nonsense. Terrible. The steak is just, what a disaster. The chewiest, unevenly cooked, improperly seasoned, worst steak I had in Italy. But that is how I got tricked on going to a tourist trap. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new, because I definitely did. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Don't fall for it like I did. I'm currently in Spain, in Madrid, and today I'm gonna take you guys in an epic street food. I got a food guide, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to eat every single item that he shows it to me, but I can tell you one thing, I'm gonna try. This place is beautiful, and every single time I walk on the street, I think I'm in the movies. The architecture here is insane, but most importantly, the food is just to die for. So enough talking, and let's go. First off, breakfast. Here, one of the most popular things that they usually eat for breakfast is churros, but not the way we eat churros in the US with a little bit of sugar and all that goodness. Here, they use a thick chocolate as a dipping sauce. I had to give it a try, and I had to go for the one that is the most popular one of them all. It was created in 1894. There's a lot of history in this place, and I cannot wait to see if it's gonna be good. Churros. Well, actually, this one is churros, and then this one is called porras. Ooh, chocolate.
Wow.
Oh, and it's thick. It's delicious. Surprisingly, it was not sweet whatsoever. I even have to put a little bit of sugar so that I can get my sugar craving done, if you know what I mean. So the porra has a lot more grease because obviously it's thicker. I like the churros more. The churros is better. That churros was delicious. They fried the whole thing in olive oil, so it's healthy. That's what we're going with. On the way to our next food stop, we got to stop in a church. This church is beautiful, and a lot of the things are made out of silver and gold plated. So if you come to Madrid, you gotta see the Royal Palace. And then right next to it, they have some food. El Asiano Rey. I gotta practice my Spanish. Not good. You know, if I see a jamon tapas, I'm gonna have to try it. That's good. Now the next one is this one right here. It is oxtail. That is delicious. Fatty, little crispy. The bell pepper on the top is delicious. And they also have a little bit of balsamic vinegar on the top. So that was called Regalitos del Torito, which means the present of the bull. Obviously, because you're eating its tail, so. But I gotta say, that was delicious. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I love salmon. If I see it, I gotta have it. Very good. I can eat just that. As soon as that was over, we continue our tour. And then it was time for jamón ibérico. You come to Spain, you gotta see the jamón. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Wow. Gracias. Jamón ibérico, everybody. Those jamón were delicious, everybody. It is fatty. It has a unique taste. If you never had jamón ibérico, try it. You'll thank me later. It is amazing, everybody. Amazing. One of the most popular street food here they have is croqueta de bacalao. We're gonna try that right now. Let's see. Street food of Madrid. Oh my God. Oh, super light, perfectly fried, nice and crunchy, super, super delicious. This with a little bit of beer and wine. So there's one thing that is very, very popular here in Madrid. It is a calamari sandwich. And my guide, Danny, we have to try this?
For sure. It's mandatory in Madrid, actually.
It's not an option. We're gonna try it right now. And there we have it, everybody. The calamari sandwich. Here we have the salsa brava. It's a tomato-based sauce with some spices. Oh yeah, super soft, not chewy. The key is the bread. The bread is amazing. I can understand why this is very popular. Now the next stop was something that I was really looking forward to. It's called Mercado de San Miguel. Every single type of little hors d'oeuvres, tapas, sandwiches. They even had some tomahawk dry aging in there. Everything and anything you can think of, they have it. Olives, seafood, and as you already know, tapas is quite inexpensive, even with caviar. Now I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a sweet person. But there's one sweet here that is the most popular one of them all. And of course, if it's popular, we're gonna try. Oh, soft, creamy in the middle. It's sweet, but not too sweet. It's very good. Very good. I gotta tell you, walking around Madrid is incredible. Nighttime is when it comes alive. The first stop was a restaurant called Escarpin, and as you can see, the options for tapas are incredible. But the first thing that arrived was this sidra. Usually the waiter just create bubbles by putting it on the glass really, really high, but they have a special device there that does it. I had to give it a try. Too much. More? The more the better. Yes. Sidra is okay. Sidra is good, but sidra is not my favorite. First thing to start off the night was some chorizo. It looks like they do not grill it here. So the chorizo is also served with potato. Super, super soft sausage. Very nice. Next up was some potatoes. Now these potatoes is something I've never had before. Oh, that is blue cheese. Very soft fried potato, but the blue cheese is very strong. Batatas alcabrales. My Spanish not that good, everybody. Now the next item that came, man, that got my attention. You see the bottom is kind of like a tortilla, but it's made out of corn, but they have different toppings. We had a fried egg, a morcilla, some pork, and the last one, blue cheese. Super crunchy bottom, almost like a tortilla, but not really. Let's try this one. Smells good. Oh, that is strong. So black pudding is basically blood sausage. It's good though. Let's try this one right here. I like that. A little bit of this cheese. That's very strong. The cheese is super powerful. That was a good appetizer. Now we're gonna go to the Maison de Champignon, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's the Museum of Champignon, which is mushrooms. This is a little hole-in-the-wall restaurant. And one of the things you guys can't experience it is the smell. It smells amazing. So this restaurant has a lot of different things in the menu, but one of the most populars are this right here, the mushrooms. And they have a very specific way of eating it. So those mushrooms were incredible. What they do is they cook it on the flat top first. Then they put some olive oil with some spices. Then they put a little bit of jamón ibérico in there. And when you take a bite, it is so juicy. That's why they have a specific way that you have to eat it in order to enjoy it properly. This is the reason why this restaurant became famous. Honestly, that's one of the best bites I had today. That was good. That was real good. Now, as it was getting late, we walked throughout the city and the food never stops. If you've never been to Madrid, I highly recommend. The people here are incredible and the food is next level, because no matter what it is that you enjoy eating, you will find it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Today I'm gonna share with you guys my first time visiting Italy. Ever since I could remember, I've always wanted to go to Italy, and finally I was able to make that dream happen. Usually most people, whenever they go to Italy, they go to the most popular places, like Rome, Florence, Milan. But on this trip, we decided to do something completely different, because I am interested in food, history, and experiencing what it's like to live in Italy. So we decided to go up north, and the first stop was Bologna. Now this is wine country. I got to check out the vineyards, and let me tell you, that experience was amazing. I've never seen grapes on a vine before. And I'll be honest with you, I want to take a little bite and steal some, you know? But then my wife was like,
bro. Chill out.
I didn't get to try it, but I wish I did. Oh, and I had no idea they grow olive trees there. I've never seen an olive tree before. I don't know if you have. They're kind of weird, everybody. I mean, this is what it looks like. I literally thought the tree was dying, but I was told that it's totally normal. The scenery there is gorgeous, literally breathtaking, but right at this time, I got hungry and it was time to eat. The very first thing I tasted there was this. It's fresh mozzarella with tomatoes and pearls of olive oil. Now that is something fancy. They use a technique called spherification. I mean, that's even fancy to say, but I can't say the damn word. Spherification, you know, it's like fancy chef stuff. So what happens is every time you take a bite, these little pearls burst on your mouth, covering your entire mouth with olive oil. Let me tell you, it's not greasy. It's delicious. Next was a tomato risotto with balsamic vinegar, which was incredible. Tasted really, really good, a little bit strong, but but I enjoyed it. Followed by spaghetti and tomatoes. This is what eating in Italy it's like. It's literally fresh ingredients at its peak. But you can feel the flavor when you're taking every single bite. I'm telling you, it's a different experience. Right after that lunch, we went to town to experience this beautiful city. As I was walking through the city and seeing small little streets, I wanted to stop in every single shop. I've never seen a dedicated shop just for vending machines. It's pretty epic. And I'll be honest with you, it is mind-blowing how friendly and welcoming all the Italian people are. It does not matter if you're hungry, if you're not hungry, they will feed you food every time you walk inside of the store. The Italian people are so friendly. We just walked in here and he basically said, no, you have to try this because you came all the way from Miami. So I said, yes, of course. Honestly, whenever I'm traveling, it is beautiful to see the normal everyday things. That is what attracts me to traveling. The streets, the mom and pop grocery stores, where they have everything extremely fresh. It is truly incredible. The very next day, we jumped into the car and headed north to a city called Modena because I wanted to see how the king of all cheese is made. We're talking about Parmigiano Reggiano. I know my Italian is not that good, but man, I'm trying, all right? Give me a little break over here, everybody. If you never had Parmigiano Reggiano, I'm sorry, you're missing out. This whole trip was literally just to go find the king of cheese. Now, honestly, this is one of the most controversial pieces of cheese in the world, and for good reason. They got counterfeits, imitators, but this is the real deal. Parmigiano Reggiano is made with pure fresh ingredients. Now, to obtain the DOP of being real Parmigiano Reggiano, it must use only 3 ingredients. Unpasteurized raw cow's milk, a mix of whole and skim, rennet, which is a natural enzymes from the cow's intestines, and salt. That's it. Wait, I'm sorry. Love. A lot of love. And it all starts here with these specific breed of cows. They're called red cows. I was like, is there red Wagyu cows? I wish I filmed the face of my guide when I said that. He literally wanted to slap me in the face. Like, you're insulting my cows? I was like, I'm sorry. Forgive me. The interesting thing is that these cows must be really close to the factory because the milk needs to be super fresh. So the farm where they have them has to be really nearby. They also eat a special feed that is only made out of grass and hay, nothing else. Once the milk arrives in the factory, they put it in these huge copper vats. It's maintained at a specific temperature, which is secret, and it takes a crazy amount of milk to make one single wheel of cheese. To be specific, 145 gallons of milk to make one cheese wheel. That's a lot of milk, boy. Once heated, they add the rennet, then the milk coagulates and the solid curds are formed. Now they wrap them up like a huge baby cheese. Then they take them to the nursery, where they then place them in a wheel-size mold to keep the form and release more whey. Whey is the liquid remaining after the milk has been curdled and strained. At this stage, they imprint all of the information while it's still hot, like the year and month of production. Now they go for a swim for about 20 days in a salt brine. Right after that, they go into a sauna. So here's the cheese sauna, where they come in to sweat before the dry aging process. Quite impressive. Right before they end up here. This is cheese heaven, also known as the aging room. Just walking inside of this thing is an experience by itself. The smell that comes through, I don't know how to explain it. It's like heaven. If you're a cheese lover like me, it's where you want to be. Now this place is a humidity and temperature control environment. Kind of like my dry ager that I have at home, but just a little bit bigger. A little bit. Now the wheel stays in here for a minimum of 1 year. Now after they're ready, they are inspected, and if the quality is not there, they simply do not get the stamp of approval and they cannot be sold as Parmigiano Reggiano. So they literally just sent everything to my house. I wish. Oh boy, do I wish. Now I got to experience something that I've always wanted, and that was to be able to tell how old the cheese is. It's one of the coolest experiences. I mean, just listen. So this is 1 year old cheese. Sounds dense. 3 years old. Wow, I feel like a cheesemaker. 6 years old. Wow, it sounds more like wood. 8 years old. Wow. Very similar to the wood. 17 years old. There's no moisture inside.
No.
There's zero. This is crazy. This one must be worth a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We cannot try that one.
No.
And after that came one of my favorite parts, which is tasting. But first, they have to open this wheel, and I'm gonna show you how this cheese master embarrasses every YouTube video that you've ever seen before. Don't believe me? Just watch.
It's going to engrave a circular line in order to have a route to follow, to insert knives later. It looks easier than it is.
Oh, no, trust me, I know. Oh, he gives it a little bit of time for the air to go in. That's the mistake I made. I tried to go right away.
Because it's the air that breaks the cheese, not the knives. Ready?
Oh, we are very ready. Oh, he slams it. Wow. Impressive. What did I say? What did I say? This guy is a true expert. Right after that, it was time for the tasting. We tried the 12, 18, 24, 30, and 48 months. And to be honest, I prefer the 24 to 30. It's just wonderful. It's difficult to explain, but every time you take a bite, there is like crystals inside that is formed. It's an umami flavor that is just savory. It makes your cheeks squeeze. And it is literally the best cheese in the world. I don't know how else to put it in words. So this is my first experience in Italy so far. There's more to come because I visit Culatello, which is one of the oldest ham you can find in the world. That was insane, and it should be coming up real soon. There are many other things that I did in Italy as well, which I'll be sharing with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks RecTech for sponsoring this video.
On today's video, family style, we're making taco al pastor, and it's going to be...
Enough talking. Just let us eat.
Come on, man. We're hungry.
It's not been good, everybody. Enough talking. Let's go. These guys hungry. They don't play around.
Tacos can be as simple as possible or as complicated as you want. But I'll tell you one thing. It is the ultimate food to be able to feed a lot of people. And since these guys are super hungry, it's going to be inexpensive, everyone will be full, and most importantly, they're going to be eating real good food. And everything starts off with this, a pork butt, also known as pork shoulder. And to prepare it, it's super simple. The first thing to do is to start chopping it up in steaks. You don't want it too thick or too thin. That way we're going to be able to do two things: cook it evenly, and most importantly, let the marinade penetrate. Talking about that, next up, the most important thing to do. That will be this, the marinade. Now honestly, this marinade is so good that if you don't like pork, you can use anything you like. The key here is to get some key ingredients. First up, the chilies. These are the ones I like to use. Now I can understand that it's not widely available, but you know what is? Amazon. You can get every single one of these chilies from it. Now the first thing to do is to go ahead and remove the seeds. That is if you don't want it too spicy. This one is Guajira chilies. It's not that spicy, and it is fantastic for coloring and flavor. Now this one, take a look. It is spicy. So if you don't want anyone to go to an extreme heat, make sure to remove the seeds to be nice. The next important ingredient I would say would be this one. It's called annatto. Mainly it enhances the color, but it also produces flavor. As now all we have to do is to throw everything into the blender. So first I went in with the chili guajillo, followed by ancho, chili de árbol, then garlic, oregano, annatto, half a cinnamon stick, allspice seasoning, apple cider vinegar, and salt. Now all there's left to do is to blend everything on high. Blend it until everything is completely pulverized. As the next thing to do is to add this, a little tiny bit of pineapple. So after blending everything a little bit more, the marinade paste is done. As you can clearly see, this thing is nice and thick. That is what you want. Because now you want to go ahead and apply it to the meat. The key here is to ensure that every single pieces of these meats are fully covered with it. The more, the better. As once you're done, you want to cover it up with clinch plastic and let it marinate overnight. Once the time is up, go ahead and get a pineapple and start chopping it up. The idea here is that we want something to hold the meat as a base. As you can see, this is what you're looking for. One more thing you're going to need is a skewer. So first add that to the bottom pineapple, then go right in with the meat. You see, you're making something that is called a trampo. Usually they are a lot larger. The ones that I saw in Turkey are insane. And the ones from Mexico are also huge. As once it's done, you want to cap it off with the pineapple, because the most important step is the one that is coming up next, and that is to smoke it. And for that, I'm going to be using my RecTech Dual Fire. Now this grill is something that you've never seen before. That I can guarantee you. Yes, it is a smoker, but it has two chambers. One that you can smoke nice and slow, and another one that is straight up super hot. And this one here specifically gets up to 800 degrees Fahrenheit. This section will be used for searing steaks and putting a nice crust on anything, and the other one to smoke. Now here's where we ran into an issue. If you put it on a smoker just like this, it's not gonna close, so leaving it on the side is good enough. As that's cooking, it's awesome because it allows you time to go ahead and make a sauce. And this one, it's quite simple. Into a skillet, throw in some tomatoes, followed by onions, garlic, spicy chili, and some peanuts. Mix everything well so that it can get a nice, wonderful color. Caramelization is the key here. As once done, you want to throw everything into a blender, add a tiny bit of salt and black pepper, blend everything on high until everything is completely liquefied, and into a pan with heated oil, throw it right back in. Oh yes, we're cooking this up twice, because once you combine everything, this is the consistency you should have. And it's going to be an incredible sauce for the tacos. Talking about that, by this time, take a look. It fell. That's one of the reasons it is important to use a tray. But now that it got a nice smoky flavor, the next thing to do is to carve some pieces, because we're not done yet. Outside I went, oiled up my ragtag griddle, and threw in some corn tortilla. Once you got a nice color on one side, go ahead and flip to the other. Because once done, put it on a tortilla bowl so that it can stay nice and hot. As now it's time to finish up the meat. Now what you're trying to do here is to get some nice caramelization. This does not take long at all. And the smell that is coming out of this thing is just incredible. This meat is delicious, and it's going to be perfect for the taco. Talking about that, the only thing left to do now is to assemble. We got a nice toasty tortilla, followed by the meat, a few pieces of chopped up pineapple, and of course we can't forget about the cilantro and onion. And to finish it up, some lime, followed by that delicious sauce. Oh, this is gonna be good. And since it's family meal, it's important to make a good amount. As now that it's ready, the only thing left to do now is to see how it tastes.
All right, boys, we got some tacos. Please dig in and don't be shy.
Don't mind if I do.
Tell me how it tastes. Oh,
They got the pineapple and everything.
It makes it next level.
Saucy, crunchy, so much flavor. I love this pork. I love the pineapple on top of it as well. Wait, hold. Where's that spice coming from?
ah, damn, that thing's spice, boy. What do you think, Howard?
Keep talking, I want another one.
What do you think, Angel? Angel, sweat? Why are you
sweating,
sweating?
bro. This thing is hot.
This man's sweating.
I'm going through it.
Make it at home. It's easy to make. Family style. Serve your family. Feed a lot of people. Good food. See you guys on the next one. And if you're not a subscriber, make sure to subscribe. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. On today's video, I am here with superstar Matt Hardy. Thank you for being here, my brother.
Thank you for having me, my brother.
I am so excited.
I am
you know, I am a huge fan. I've been watching you and your brother for a long time. You guys are nuts, I must say.
We are animals of a different kind. No doubt.
Yes,
No doubt.
exactly. But we're not just doing wrestling. I know you like to eat.
Oh my God! Nobody loves to eat more than me.
Oh,
my
good.
name's Matt Hardy, but you can call me Fat Hardy too. I
That's
love to down some good steak. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely. We're going to be cooking some steaks together. And apparently, I'm also going to get my butt kicked by you because I want to learn a little bit of wrestling.
It might hurt a little. just a little.
Oh, enough talking, man.
But I promise you, man, I'm going to take care of you.
I know you got a podcast going on. Talk to me about that.
We do. I have a great podcast. It is called The Extreme Life of Matt Hardy, and I do it with my host, John Alba. We do it every single week, and I break down the professional wrestling business. And there's a lot of great matches that I have been part of, like huge WrestleMania matches, huge main events, huge tables, ladders, and chairs matches, and I break them down and kind of explain it to the general audience how we...
So that is Matt in a nutshell. I mean, we can go on forever, but
Yeah.
we got to get to this list. So here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
We're about to watch some crazy finishes. And I want to know what is painful and what is not painful. So
let's
here's
do it.
what we're going to rank them. Barely feel it. Then we're going to go, not too bad. I could take it.
Yeah.
Then it hurts. Next one, it hurts a lot.
Yeah, there's a big difference between those two, too.
Yes, exactly. And then I hate this job. I want to quit.
Yeah, I've had many of those moments
Yeah,
over
many
my
of those?
33 years.
All right, so here we go. So we're about to rank them right now. You ready?
Yes.
All right, let's start up. Let's see. First, we got Edge and the Spear.
Edge, he is one of my most personal rivalries of all time. I am in this match. This is a TLC match. This is my brother Jeff, and this is one of the most iconic WrestleMania moments ever. Maybe the most iconic moment in all of our TLC matches.
How are you not dead?
That's a great question. And I often ask myself that every single day. This one right here, I hate this joke. The one, if you're being speared out of the air from 20 feet onto the mat, I would say his spear in general, if he's doing it in the ring, it hurts. If he does it where he's coming off a ladder, spearing you down from so high, or even the one where he's putting you through the table, it's I hate this job.
So there is level to the spear.
There's levels to
There's
the spear.
like a baby step, and then show where your manhood actually is. And I don't think it gets more show manhood than that.
It does not. That is the most extreme, and of course the most extreme guy to ever be in pro wrestling, Jeff Hardy, is the one who would take that.
Next one, we got The Rock with rock bottom.
Ooh, through a table.
Oh, I love the ref getting on top. So apparently, like every single move you guys do, there is level.
There are levels, yeah, because it kind of gets elevated.
Like you start off with baby step.
If you up the ante, I would say the rock bottom in general is not too bad. And Rock is also a fantastic performer. He was very safe. His rock bottom though, once again, like I think it was not too bad. But like the time you're talking about, if it's up on a table, especially when he put Shane McMahon behind Triple H too, then that it hurts a lot.
It hurts a lot, right?
It hurts a lot.
It depends on the level, I guess.
Depends on the level.
But on those, the one we see it, not that bad.
Yeah.
Not that bad. Yeah. Next one, we got Stone Cold with the Cold Stone Stunner. I can say that. How do you say it?
The Stone Cold
Matt, how about this move?
Yeah.
Tell me about this move. Where are we going to put this one at?
I got to tell you, so I've taken some Stone Cold Stunners that have been very violent because he will grab you and he'll sit down hard with you. I would say the Stone Cold Stunner, I would rank it as if you get a nice Steve and he's taking it easy on you, it hurts. But if he's going to be a little more aggressive on you, it hurts a lot.
Oh, it depends on his day.
Oh, it depends on his day, and it depends on your relationship with him too.
Oh, really? So if you play nice, he plays nice.
Yes.
Well, I'm about to play real nice because I'm hungry. You feeling hungry?
I am starving.
Before we go on to the next moves, which are absolutely insane, how about we cook some steaks?
Oh my God, I'm salivating. Yes.
Yes. Matt Hardy can kick ass. Let's see if he can cook a steak. You cook on that grill, I'll cook on this grill. Oh, look at that crust,
wow,
Matt.
Yeah, that
God
looks nice.
Damn it,
that
Matt.
looks nice.
You're supposed to be a wrestler, not a professional steak guy. That looks beautiful.
Obviously, it's going to be good. I'm learning from the best. We turn it over.
Well, holy
there
that
we go.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I think you're done.
You think so?
I think so.
You think we're done?
Put it over there. Yeah. God damn it, look at that. Doesn't get better than that. You did a phenomenal job. They look fantastic.
Thank you. I have the best teacher in the business.
They look fantastic, Matt. So back of the knife, just one slice like that. And then it's just the same technique. Here, down. Try it, please.
Okay,
grab yours. Oh, perfect. So good. That's the New York strip.
With no sauce needed.
No sauce needed, exactly. This is my favorite, picanha. I'm gonna go ahead and slice this one for you. I wanna know your honest opinion. Try that one.
This is incomparable.
Come here.
Yeah.
I know you want to try it. Try it while it's hot.
Here we go. This is John Alba, ladies and gentlemen.
Isn't that your podcast partner?
The host of The Extreme Life of Matt Hardy.
I've been waiting for 5 years to try a Guga steak.
Eat it. Yeah. Eat it once nice and hot. We're not going to let it go. Huh? I give you, on your crust grading over here, a 10 out of 10.
A 10 out of 10?
A 10 out of 10.
A 10 out of 10?
It's not, you can't get it more perfect. 10 out of 10, 100%. So this one is going to be a little bit more rich. Some people can only take just a little bit of it, but please, let me know. What do you think, Matt? Give me your honest opinion.
Very tasty.
Holy, that's good.
That's great. A delicacy.
Exactly. You have one little bite, and you know, like caviar. Treat it like caviar, basically. You know. Please, Matt, enjoy it. All right. So now we're gonna finish eating right here, and let's get right back to that list. How does the stomach feel? Feel better now?
Oh my God, I have never been so happy.
Well, I say what, the way you cooked that Japanese Wagyu A5.
Was that okay?
No. That was, I said it, 10 out of 10.
I wanted to try and make you proud. I hope I did.
You are almost, taking my job away, man.
No, that'll never happen. I am so fulfilled right now. I feel so, that is the most amazing steak and beef and food I've just ever eaten. I'm gonna cook now. All the time.
Awesome.
I mean, you taught me some of your magics.
Are you ready to go on to the next one?
I am.
Next one, we got Eddie Guerrero with the frog splash.
Yes, Eddie
You
Guerrero.
remember that?
Oh, yes. I've taken the frog splash many times.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
period, off the top of the cage. I'll be honest. I did a leg drop off a cage to my opponent. I couldn't walk straight for 3 weeks following that. And that's when I started scaling down on my leg drops. I'd been doing them for 15 or 16 years at that time. It was such a big bump and it compacted my spine so much. Great moment for Eddie Guerrero. That's when he won the WWE World title, which people had told him his whole career that he would never be a world champion. He would never do this. He would never obtain that. And he came to WWE. He really excelled. He was such a great character performer, and the boss ended up loving him. And I love the fact that he pushed him. He beat Brock Lesnar, who was a legit killer, and he beat him for the world title, which was amazing.
Out of that move, who feels the most pain? Him giving it or the receiver?
I'll be honest, man. It's got to be, that is so hard on your knees. Coming off that cage, I would guess.
How does he land? What was it? Knee and elbows?
Right here.
Here, forearm.
Yeah, his forearms and his knees.
Ouch! Like I I cannot even knee on the floor by itself anymore.
Right.
I mean, I'm an old man now, but damn, bro. So he feels more than the guy on the bottom.
I guess it would depend on how he hits the guy on the bottom. If he hits the guy perfectly and it's flush, it is very impactful, and I would probably say that it hurts. But if he would happen to drive a knee into you, or elbow into you coming up from that high, it would hurt a lot.
So where are we going to rank this one?
I am going to rank that one as it hurts a lot.
Fair enough. Next, we got Randy Orton, the RKO.
Oh, there we go. He made his day.
Through the table. Does that table really hurt?
Yeah, the table does hurt.
Really?
The table breaks, but it does hurt. It's hard to describe. Like, I can't really tell someone the pain that it causes or creates, or what's so frightening about it. But you have a table. You never know how it's going to split. You never know how it's going to break. But you almost have to experience to really understand.
Can you still do it?
I can, yeah.
You can still
I
do it?
can still do it, yeah.
I want to see it. I'm excited for this. Look what I prepared for you.
Oh, look at this. All right.
We have everything.
Tables, ladders, and chairs.
Come on, how much can it actually hurt? You guys do it all the time. Is it that bad?
Oh, yeah.
These chairs right here, you guys smack the crap out of each
Yes.
other. You do it for real?
That's what it is. It's a solid steel folding chair. And whenever you hit someone, you just hit them.
Is there any trick?
No. The only thing I could say is we try as professionals to hit people solid as possible, if you understand what I'm saying.
Demonstrate.
So if I hit you like this.
Oh, that's going to take me out.
Yeah. So if I hit you flat, that's kind of how we do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll just give you a real small one. You ready?
Yeah. Ah, son of a... That was a small one?
That was a small one. It was from like 10 inches up. But that is how it feels. That's just the taste of it.
Should have got me more ready.
You have a guy that wants to go through a table?
Yeah. Come on over. Well, there's nothing to it but to do it. You want to do it, Alex?
Sure. You want to see it?
All right.
So I will start heading up here.
Alex, I want to know if it hurts.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Ho!
Oh.
You all right?
I'm okay.
What'd you think, champ?
That looked like that hurt. It's doable?
It's doable, yeah. You feel like pressure?
Pressure?
But then like it breaks your fall. It's weird.
I gotta tell you too, this is a table courtesy Gangrel, Dave Heath. And this is an old school table. It's medieval. Usually pro wrestling tables, they shatter. You know what I mean? They break in several pieces. This one kind of broke straight towards the middle. But I'm glad we had
I
a
will
table.
say this, there is absolutely nothing fake about that.
Yeah, it's pretty realistic, yeah.
Yeah, damn. I trust you enough that I won't die.
You are gonna be just like Matt Hardy because you will not die. Who is that?
My wife.
Oh, hello. It's very nice to meet you. I'm sorry that I'm trying to put your husband through a table.
There you go. Slightly scared, a little bit terrified.
This may be the most extreme moment in any of Guga's videos. Ho!
Oh yeah!
There we go.
Oh yeah! Oh, that was the moment of my life, man. Let's go!
Go!
Let's go! I understand why everybody's addicted to it.
Yeah.
It is an adrenaline rush. I cannot explain it.
This man is a true champion. In more ways than one, right here.
I can only imagine everything, the crazy things you've gone to it, just to be able to experience it a little bit is incredible. Thank you, man.
Thank you, man. That was awesome. You were great.
I'm not gonna lie, the adrenaline's still going. Let's go finish this list.
Let's do it, man.
Let's
You
go.
look great, man.
Let's
You
go.
look great.
Rock and roll, baby.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting here with the Wounded Warrior, and I gotta ask you, man, how did that feel?
First of all, I am honored that that actually happened to me. If I'm being completely honest, Matt, a dream come true. You know, like that was amazing. But it does hurt, okay? This is not fake. This is real. I'm sure you went easy, but it's time to rank. We gotta get back to this list.
Yes.
Let's watch this. Let's rate that specific one. That was you. How was that one?
I would say that because you're going forward, where you're going on your face. And a lot of times it's tricky. It's much easier to fall on your back than it is on your chest and your face. So I would say with the RKO, it hurts. But like if you get it off that top, it hurts a lot. And if you get it off the top of that cage, it could be like, I quit this job.
I want to see if we're going to get any barely feel it. It doesn't seem like it.
There's not much of that. Much of that to go around in pro wrestling, unfortunately.
Exactly. Let's watch the next one. RVD, then Terminator.
Wow, with a ladder.
With the ladder.
Wow. Here I am.
Ouch, Matt.
I love Rob, but Rob kicks hard as
Really?
Yeah. When you're across in the corner and that chair's laying there, I mean, really, all you can do is try and protect yourself as much as possible, but there is no controlling how hard he's going to kick it. And he has his full body weight and all the momentum of coming across from the entire ring.
How would you rank this one here?
Ooh, I would rank even the one where I jumped off and he kicks the chair into my face, it hurts a lot. And I would say if he is going to do the Van Terminator to me, I hate this job.
I hate this job.
I hate this job.
All right, let's jump on to the next. Triple H pedigree. Why?
Oh no.
Oh.
Those are thumbtacks.
Ouch! How would you rate that?
It hurts in so many different ways. The things pierce into you.
Do they get stuck into the end of the match? You gotta take them
they'll get
out?
stuck, yeah. And then you'll come back and you'll have a doctor pull them out.
Where are we gonna put this one?
The pedigree is a move that hurts a lot, you know, and also there's a huge chance of it going awry. Obviously, he tries to protect you as much as possible. If it's like on the table, he releases his arms a little early so the guy could brace himself a little. A pedigree into thumbtacks, especially with your face going down. I think I've got like this phobia of like sharp stuff sticking in my eyes as it is.
Yeah.
That I would 100% say I hate this job.
Next time we got Batista with Batista. How was that? Do you remember now?
Yeah, that was fun. That one was okay because he landed at the exact same time I landed. If you land at the same time, that's the best case scenario always. I would just say that this, it hurts.
That would have killed me, just so you know.
I don't buy that. I just saw what you survived out there.
I don't know all that. The Undertaker, The Last Ride.
The Last Ride. And for some people, it is their last ride.
That just don't sound right. This one, where we're gonna rank this one, Matt?
This is, I mean, he's 6'9", you know, as it is. And then when he picks you up, he's pushing you up to close to 7 feet. So you're being dropped all the way down from 7 feet to the mat. So it's a little more, there's more momentum behind it than the Batista bomb. So I think it's one of those things that I would say that the last ride, it hurts a lot.
It hurts a lot.
Because you're coming down from so far.
Out of everything here, which one would you say you never want to get yourself into again?
I would say the Van Terminator. I would say the Van Terminator is probably the most risky, the most unpredictable, the most dangerous, the one that could like split you open and hurt you the worst.
You know what I've learned the most on today's video, thank you for being here, Matt, is that it does not matter the move. There are levels to this.
Yes.
You can take it like a child and then you can go all the way up to real man, you know what I mean? And when you bring props and things like that, things get crazy and it looks crazy because it really does hurt crazy.
Right. You've been able to really understand all this very well today, especially experiencing it.
Well, I felt it,
Once again, kudos to you, man.
No,
what a man. What a man.
Thank you for doing it to me. I wouldn't do it with anyone else.
Thank you.
Guys, make sure you guys go check out Matt's podcast. Everything will be on the link on the description down below. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for cooking with me. And thank you for smacking me through the table.
Oh!
I love it. It is something I will never forget for life. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
Friends for life.
Friends for life. You got it, man. What
Guys,
a great experience.
Go check him
Amazing.
out. Give him a follow. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you put on the comments down below which finish is worst for you. Which one is like, oh, bye-bye. See you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.